JJJinks!
Truck stop!
So for this video, I'm not going to talk about a knife. I'm going to talk about this tool. This is a telescoping tool with a magnet on the end. I got it for $1 at Dollar Tree, which is the American version of Poundland for those of you across the pond. It is incredibly useful and can extend really far, and you use it to, you know, fish around and pick up things off the floor, and you just sort of clamp onto something magnetic and drag it to you. Oh, what's this? Did I sound convincingly surprised? This is another tool that I picked up from the Dollar Tree. Now, the Dollar Tree also has a camping knife, which is really terrible, but only $1. So this is a 4-function pocket tool, and it shows you right on the front what you get. Knife, saw, can opener, nail file. The shape of it kind of reminds me of toothpaste, like in the commercials when they put like the perfect thing of toothpaste on the toothbrush. So it's brushed aluminum scales with a little key ring on the top here. Let's see what we get. You use the thumb nick, and there's your knife. It's a little itty bitty pen blade. Oh my god. That is incredibly dull. I don't normally do the paper cutting test because most people don't really do it right, and the way they do it, you don't really get any information about the blade. There is a way you could do it right, and I don't know, that's the subject for another video, but so I'll use a classic Milwaukee Fastback. These knives are actually really good for the money, and they come razor sharp. So that's what a lot of people do. And that just tells you how sharp it is at that one spot. What you're supposed to do is drag the blade as you go. And what you're doing is you're trying to feel for places where either it catches or it cuts more or less efficiently, which tells you the evenness of the grind on the blade, or if there are any other kinds of inconsistencies like a chip. So it's not about like how fast you can do it. It's not about, you know, how smooth it is as you go. It's more of like something you're feeling. And now, the 4-function pocket tool. Oh my god. Well, I think you get the idea. Here is the saw. Yeah, it looks pretty aggressive, angled teeth. So, you know, with that angle, this is nicely done. I've seen some multi-tool saws where it's just kind of stamped out and flat. But with those angles, you can maybe do something with this. It feels really dull, though. I don't know. Maybe I should test it on something. I'm going to test it out on my Ulu knife stand. Cheap little thing from Bud K that I don't really care about anymore. Oh. Well, once you get it going, it's a little bit easier, but it really binds on the push. It's more of a pull saw, I'd say. And it's a little short and stubby, so it's a bit unwieldy. And on to the other 2 functions. We've got we've got a nail file where you have lines cut into it going 2 different directions. This is gonna take a while. Yeah, that's not really doing anything. And last but not least, probably the most important tool because you're going to want to drink yourself into oblivion if you have to survive with this thing. I do like the shape of it though. It kind of reminds me of like a shark. Sort of. I don't know why it extends outward. Like this part is kind of unnecessary. I feel like maybe they thought about marketing that as a flathead screwdriver, but then they saw what came out of the manufacturing process and they were like, yeah, we're not going to be able to get away with that. There it is. For $1, the toothpaste knife. But this was definitely worth it.